Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn May 17, 2022. The presence of the planet Pluto within your ascendant indicates that you need to reform what your personality is for one that is much more useful and practical for the life you now have and the way you now live, because this planet comes to destroy what is unnecessary. And it expire from your personality so that you empty yourself of everything you don't need and can absorb new routines and disciplines that mold a new and better personality for you. The family union is going to be taking place in a very fortunate and very profound way from the field of emotions and spirituality, thanks to the fact that your fourth house is located in the sign of Pisces, a water sign that is too emotional, helpful and spiritual, that by having Neptune above it, which is its ruling planet, will provide a greater energy increase, so that today you can be sharing a prayer, a meditation, a yoga practice, or simply enjoying to be able to share what each one feels. Within the family, you are going to be very active in terms of your relationship, because in your seventh house in the sign of Cancer is the planet Mars, that in these types it will allow you to start conversations, invite that person out somewhere, or simply that you be the one to take the initiative so that you can get closer and closer to your potential partner. If you have people who can help you carry out your craziest ideas and most ambitious projects, today is when, since Jupiter in your third house from the sign of Aquarius is going to allow you to be lucky enough to carry out those plans and that they may come to fruition. Good port. Maybe you should let go and trust the natural course of events a little more. It is not necessarily by holding everything at arm's length that the situation will settle. It is sometimes by letting things run that everything ends up naturally falling back into place. Luck is also a factor to be reckoned with. Don't be too logical, and listen to your intuitions. You will have a lot to gain from it. You, being an earth sign, are very connected with your body and physical activities, so your fifth house in Taurus will provide endless pleasures and enjoyments from the sensory and with your body, and if we add to that the presence of the Sun, the Moon and Uranus, we are facing a very good energy combination, so that emotions and intelligence can shine in artistic and sports activities, where you will possibly be sharing a special atmosphere of affection with people you esteem and who believe in you. What if you call that distant cousin or your brother who lives in the provinces? You will probably want today to reconnect with members of your family that you do not see often enough. Out of sight, out of mind, they say. You are going to make the proverb lie today. Telephone, email, postcard, impromptu visit, everything is good to tighten the links. Don't forget your childhood friends in stride. Your sixth house in the sign of Gemini may be talking to us about health issues that you need to take care of your arms, because it is the area that this sign governs. You can do this by keeping them healthy and elastic in some sports activity or a physical, mental and spiritual discipline such as yoga, since the planet Mercury and Venus within this sign are going to invite you to practice an integral discipline like this. You tend to be in the moon today, when many elements would rather encourage you to keep your feet firmly planted in the ground. This contradictory energy will not help you maintain your calm today. Maybe it will comfort you to know that it won't last. Try to manage the situation as best you can, in order to find the balance you need. The presence of Venus and Mercury within the sign of Gemini in your sixth house will allow you to maintain mental and aesthetic balance during your workday in everything you do. Therefore, you will maintain adequate harmonious communication with everyone involved in your work, and you will be giving 100 mentally and performing extremely well in your work activities. With this day you could see a character intervene whose capacities for work and concentration impress you. It's a great time to understand, dear, that this kind of person around you shows that you are progressing yourself. So don't have any complex and highlight your qualities. You will be obtaining good economic income if you start up your projects in a responsible and mature manner, because Jupiter and Saturn from the sign of Aquarius will give you a positive energy cluster so that your business ideas or services can evolve in a more creative way, but without losing ground on what you can realistically develop. The intensity of this day could arouse in you a certain revolt against events or conversations heard here and there. Some problems destabilize you because they seem really serious. You're eyeing a job and you hear that so-and-so has every chance of getting it for you. Don't get angry. Do not feel aggrieved. It is better to relax and negotiate the problem a little later, when you are less nervous. Our eyes in the sky. Yesterday was the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. This luminary forces us to embrace our inner rebel and defy the status quo. The eclipse pushes us to open our minds and understand the truth of all matters, no matter how strange it might be. It's essential to embrace change and growth and allow yourself to take charge of your life. Expect the unexpected and accept the strange events or emotions that are headed your way. You're the leader of your pack, which means that you have a lot of influence over others. Now you can use your popularity for a good cause and organize a local protest or charity with your squad. With your long contact list and Saturn's influence, your humanitarian endeavor can be successful. Your friendship circle is evolving and changing. It's important to note that you're not growing apart from your besties, you're transforming the way you connect with those you care about. Pluto, the modern planetary ruler of Scorpio, is heavily influenced by this eclipse, so we can expect a lot of power plays and personal evolution. It's time to be the person you were born to be. Just after midnight, Ceres, the asteroid of nurturance, enters Cancer, stoking sentimental impulses. At this time, we support others by being hospitable. However, this protective ideology taken to extremes can cause our nearest and dearest to feel smothered. Grief may play a prominent role in our interactions now. We should be mindful of our attachment to the past, to nostalgia, and to tradition. The prime error under Ceres in Cancer is offering assistance when it is not asked for, then becoming hurt because our utility is called into question. Instead, we should ask others what they need and judge emotional availability as the key component of care. The last time Ceres transited Cancer was mid-July to late September of 2017. Look back to this period to take note of similar themes. At dawn, Venus conjuncts Chiron in Aries, stimulating insecurities in matters of the heart. As with all Chiron transits, the only way out is through, and confronting old love wounds is the antidote to perpetuating heartache. We now achieve healing by reassessing our intrinsic worth. This aspect can especially trigger a reminder of how we have denied our desires to appease another, unaware that our uniqueness was what made us attractive in the first place. Now we are encouraged to share ourselves authentically to attract healthier relationships and regain our self-esteem.